Hello there everybody and welcome back to Dead Rising 2. We are now in the safe house, just waiting to give Katie her Zombrex. She's gonna need it in about 2 hours, but there is one more thing that I'd like to do before we give her her medicine, so I'm gonna head out. There's a case file that occurs at 6 a.m. and so I'd like to get that done before we set on to do our next set of tasks after Katie gets her Zombrex. I'm going to make a little bit of space in my inventory here, and I think I'm going to drop that defiler and replace it with another pair of knife gloves. Because I only have one pair, and I'm going to be doing an awful lot of tasks, so I'd like to have another pair on me, just in case. I'm going to make another pair of these while I wait. The particular person I'm looking for is in the Slot Ranch Casino, but I'm not going to be able to go there until the case file pops up on my watch. So we'll do this, and then we'll head over there so that we can meet up with our survivor. And of course, you can always do this later on. Because the case file starts at 6 a.m., you're going to have a ton of time after Katie gets her Zombrex to do that quest, and the many more that we're going to do after she gets her next dosage. But for me, I know I'm going to have enough time to get this guy and bring him back before 8 a.m., before Katie turns into a zombie. And so I'd rather do it now to save myself some very valuable time. I have 2 free slots in my inventory, which is great. That's exactly what I want. There's a couple things I think I could drop. I could probably get rid of one of the gambling magazines that I have, since I haven't been doing a whole lot of gambling, and I could probably get rid of the spray paint. But I'm kind of a hog like that. I like to keep all my items. I have the typical RPG attitude. Don't drop anything. Keep it all. Keep everything. Even if it's a feather that weighs 0.1 pounds, you keep it anyways. It might come in handy somewhere down the line, later on in the game. We also got this quest, WWJWD, which stands for What Would Jesus Do? But we're going to ignore this for now. This is going to take a little while to do, and I don't want to deal with that. At this moment, I don't know that I'd be able to go do that and get back in time to save Katie, because I don't want her to become a zombie. That's really not responsible parenting, and I think Chuck would be most unhappy with us if we let her turn. It would ruin Chuck's poor life, and he's done so much good. He would just break down and cry, and all these survivors in the mall would get eaten by zombies, and he would never clear his name. It would just be sadness all the time. I'm just killing time here. This case file should pop up any minute now. And I think it's there. There it is. It's called Bank Run. So if we take a look at it, a businessman with a steel case is robbing ATMs in the casino. Better go check that out. There are so many greedy people in Fortune City. Do you guys remember Brittany and Stuart, who were robbing the slot machines? They worked at the casino, and they were robbing all the slot machines. This guy's robbing all the ATMs, obviously, because he wants the money out of them. And we're definitely gonna meet our fair share of, very money-hungry people in this game. I really don't mean to keep hitting him. I'm sorry, man. It's just, you know, spiked bad, and I'm really powerful, and there's zombies everywhere, and I'm trying to talk to ya, and of course I gotta keep these zombies fended off while I speak to him. So if you talk to Woodrow, of course he'll tell you that he's a CEO of a major bank. So obviously he has a lot of money of his own already, but he sees this as an opportunity to take the ATMs and rob them for all that they're worth. The military is coming in about a day, and of course he would leave the money behind if we let the military save us. All that delicious money and all the ATMs would just go to waste. once you talk to him and he explains his story and what he's doing, what you're going to want to do is follow him, and he's going to systematically go through and take the money out of all the ATMs. So he's going to take money out of the 2 ATMs that are in the Slot Ranch Casino, and he's going to take 2 out of the food court. So I think there's a total of 4 ATMs, and all you have to do is follow him around. It really doesn't take long, and that's why I decided to do this now, because I don't think it takes even an hour in-game time. I mean, maybe that. He also drops money behind him as he walks. He must have a lot of money in that briefcase. When he hits zombies with it, they fall over, so I'm assuming it's also pretty heavy. I just really need to make sure not to keep hitting him, because his health's almost halfway, and that's just from me doing damage unintentionally. I'm just so damn powerful, I can't help it. And I think this is his last ATM over here. And this is the one that's got the most zombies around it, so this one's kind of a pain. Especially because I don't want to hit him. Let's try and get these guys off his back first. And then when he's done, we can talk to him. And he'll come back to the safe house with us. Alright, man, let's go. Time's a-wasting. Excellent. Alright, we can get the hell out of here. The very last thing I want to do is I want to grab a set of plates from this store over here, Cheesecake Mania. Now, don't ask me why. I'm gonna grab plates. I'll reveal why later. If you're following this guide and you want to get 100% of these survivors, you absolutely 100% want to pick up some plates. I'll also be showing you another location where you can pick them up later on. If you don't want to pick up the plates here, or if your inventory's full, or, you know, whatever. So it's going to be a short walk back to the safe house. We're just going to backtrack and go back the way that we came in to find Woodrow. And then we're going to take him right back to the safe house, because it's going to be 7 a.m. soon. And we're going to get a distress call from Stacy reminding us that Katie definitely needs her Zombrex. Alright, so I need to find the exit, which I think is this way. Thank God they've got signage, otherwise I would be lost forever, since there's always a couple ways to get out of each of these places. This way, Woodrow. Woodrow sounds like a great butler's name, doesn't it? I mean, obviously not as good as Alfred, but still pretty awesome. Come forth, Woodrow. Follow me. And now it appears to be 7 a.m. So we have about an hour to get there before she's zombified. So as you can see, I had plenty of time to do that and go back to Katie. It's okay, Katie. Daddy's coming. And I still have 3 Zombrex on me. So I got tons of Zombrex too. I don't have to worry about that. And there are still 3 Zombrex lying around the city that I have yet to pick up. So I think we've done pretty well for ourselves. We've got this whole Zombrex situation under control. And as long as we don't lose track of time, we will always be able to make it back to the safe house in time as well. With Stacy reminding us and all, how could we forget? Wow, thanks, Woodrow. You're awesome. I don't know how much money he had in that suitcase, but apparently enough so that he could give us 50 grand. I'm gonna add that to my total of all the money that I already have. All the money that I just don't know what to do with. I'm surprised he didn't rob me. I mean, I've got way more money than that.
Katie! 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 This is how her mother was before she...
It's okay. Look, she's not turning. This happened to my sister once. It's that damn drug.
Your sister?
She used to have to deal with Zombrex too.
Used to.
She couldn't take it anymore. Everything in her life revolving around that drug. One day she just let herself.
I'm sorry.
There's talk of finding a cure someday. Isabella Keyes was looking for it.
Wasn't she one of the terrorists in Willamette?
No, her brother was the terrorist. He was angry, taking revenge for a government experiment that caused all of this in the first place. Isabella tried to help. She worked with Frank West to make the first inhibitor, using Queens.
Well, I hope she's still looking.
Aw, poor Katie. We managed to save her life, but it looked like she was having some sort of seizure, or she had the chills or something. I imagine that the drug's long-term effects are not good. But she should be okay after a little bit of rest, I hope, and we don't have to worry about getting her any Zombrex for another 24 hours. And in the next video, I have a whole bunch of stuff that we're going to do. In the next couple of hours, we are going to be very, very busy. The third day has a ton of different activities and survivors for us to go and find, so that'll be a lot of fun. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.